Everyone shares stories every day. We tell folks about what happened to us, what happened yesterday or last week, or some unique memory in a spur-of-the-moment conversation. We all tell stories to connect to each other. Tales told are as old as humanity. The main reason why we write is to connect with other people. Sometimes we write to be seen, to get attention, to feel important. But sometimes we tell stories to hide something of ourselves in the fiction. Sometimes it's to share a vulnerability or reveal some deeper meaning through the connection. There's a lot of reasons why we tell stories. So why tell them through fiction? Why make it up? Because it's one of the greatest ways to tell a compelling story. But this is where the writer struggles. Within each of us, we have an autobiography, our own personal story. So in order to write a compelling story, you have to delve into yourself and pick out some compelling tale to share, to connect with your audience. If you write, I suggest picking an event important to you because that's the tale others will want to read. Explore yourself and find out those issues within you that are compelling, that you're passionate about. Then as you write it, you not only create a story, but you also learn about yourself in the process, eventually learning why you picked that particular story. Here's an example. At the time I didn't realize this, but with my first novel, Quest for the Fallen Star, the ultimate reason I wrote it was because I was exploring, well, why we die. Why do we grow old or die young and it all ends? So in this fiction, I created a world where at one time there was perfect harmony, where there was only joy and love and no way to miscommunicate or murder each other. But then that unity was shattered. Immortal humans and elves suddenly became mortal. The world was forever altered, and so I populated this world with beautiful and compelling characters and let loose my imagination. And so what I did was I was exploring the depths of why the real world is the way it is. Why the world for individuals appears to be finite. And I explored this in the novel. When I dug deep into my autobiography, I realized this story related to a time when I was a child and suddenly realized that the people I loved died and that I would also end. And wondered about what would happen afterwards. So for me, that was the compelling exploration. There was something unconsciously inside me at the time that remembered the event and created a fiction to explore this profound question. So I encourage you to pick that one compelling event you desperately want to share, even if it's uncomfortable, and find a way to connect to your readers through a story about that event. So ask yourself, why am I writing this story? Why am I telling this particular tale? What is it I want to share with you, the reader? Ask yourself, how can I tell a story in a way that's most compelling to the reader? And you may come to the realization that it's your feelings and emotions about the events your reader will try to connect to, the truth hidden in your story. If you focus on the reason you're telling it, you'll get to the root of your story and ultimately into your own personal story you want to share. And it's that connection that makes a story worthwhile for your audience. Well, there you have it. I'm James Ritchie, and if you enjoyed this and want more, then please like and subscribe or help support me by reading one of my stories. See y'all later.